layer in the back of your eye. And that helps, like, so I'm going to give you an example. It is like a projector, right? Like, so a screen or whatever. And the projector is shining the light to whatever type background that movie is going to project on, and that light comes through and it hits that, and it gives the color and it gives the images, and you're able to see what is projected from the projector. Well, that's pretty much how it is with the retina. So the retina is formed up of cones and rods, and so the rods and cones are affected when retinitis pigmentosa, when you have that disease. And so the first thing that you noticed is that your rods start to deteriorate. And the way you notice that is that you stop having night vision. You can't see at night. So let me back up. I'm getting ahead of myself. So my mom told me a long time ago, listen, I have this disease and it's macular degeneration, and and it is affecting my eyes, and I have these spots in my eyes, and blah blah blah. And here again, if you're friends with me or you know my mom or we're family, in the beginning when she first told me, I was like, this lady crazy. She always has something. You know what I'm saying? Like, not being mean, but I was just like, she always got something, and something always up with her. And so I brushed it off, y'all. I really did. I brushed it off, and I was like, And she was like, yeah, so it you might want to get checked for your eyesight or whatever. And I was like, okay, I will. So with that being said, I did not get checked until I was 20 years old. I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, who in your family has eye problems? And I was like, funny that you said that. My mom has eye problems, but I don't really have a lot of eye problems. I'm nearsighted, so I wear glasses. And he was like, well, you're nearsighted and you have a disease called retinitis pigmentosa. And I was like, what did you just say? And he was like, you have a disease called retinitis pigmentosa. And he said, it's a disease that deteriorates the retina. So at 20, I had no idea what he was talking about. And I was like, okay, so what can we do? Can I have a surgery? Do I have to eat something? Do I have to take something? What can I do? I'm in his office like, listen, let's get this over with, because I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get out of the door. And he was like, there is nothing that you can do. There's no cure for this disease. And if your retina deteriorates, you're not going to be able to see. And so I was like blind, not see? And he was like, yeah, but you don't have to worry about this, because it'll happen. It'll probably happen way in 60 sometime or whatever. And I was like, so I'm trying to do the math. Like, my mom is not 60. She's not 60 years old. She is all the way 40 something. So she's young, and she's dealing with this herself right now. So you have to tell me something else. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, my mom was about to be in her 50s at this time, and I was 20. And so I'm like, you gotta tell me something else, because she's dealing with that right now. He was like, nah, you don't have to worry about nothing. Your mom might have had something else. But then he said, oh yeah, retinitis pigmentosa is hereditary. So you might want to check, and ask her, what does she have exactly? So I went and I talked to my mom, and I was like, my doctor told me something about a disease called retinitis pigmentosa. He told me that I had this or whatever, but he told me that I wouldn't be affected, so I'm well off in my 60s. And my mom was like, that man crazy. Like, I started having problems in my 30s with my eyes, so I don't know what he's talking about, but you need to go see a doctor. Like, you need to go see a specialist. Did you get him to? I said he automatically referred me to a specialist, and so I didn't go, y'all. I'm just gonna be 100 with y'all. I was 20, and I was like, I ain't having no problems with my eyes. I'm good to go. I didn't listen. I didn't take heed. My mom told me to go. The doctor told me to go. I did not go. So I put all that blame on myself. I really do, y'all. So I didn't go. I didn't go to the doctor, to the eye doctor again until I was probably around. Did I go after my mom passed? My mom passed when I was 28 years old. And so I think I went in my 30s, in my early 30s. And so I went to an ophthalmologist, and the ophthalmologist told me that I had to go to a retina specialist. But he told me, he said, the prescription that I'm about to give you shows me that your vision is a lot lower than probably you've ever had in your life. This is not pertaining to just regular nearsightedness. And so my mind went back to when I was 20. And I said, oh yeah, some doctor said something about retinitis pigmentosa. He said, oh yeah, you do have that. He said, so you do know. And so I said, oh yeah, I know. I learned at 20 years old. I was like, but he told me I wouldn't have any problems until I'm about 60 years old. He said, I just told you that looking at your eyes and looking at how the chart is for you, you're having problems right now. He said, you haven't been having problems seeing at night? And I said, actually, I have. I can't see at night. He said, yeah, you shouldn't be able to see at night. And so I was like, I guess I am having problems. He said, you are having problems. And so I leave. I go to the retina specialist, and she informs me that, yes, absolutely, your rods are deteriorating. Your peripheral vision is probably being affected. And I was like, what is that? And she was like, can you see on your left and your right side? And so she put me through an array of different tests, and it showed that my retina, that my peripheral vision was pretty much gone. It was gone. So peripherally or whatever for the field test, I was legally blind. Basically, I wasn't good enough to drive. I kept driving. I wasn't good enough to drive. My eyes were not good enough to drive. Um, I kept working and looking at screens and computer screens and doing everything that I was not supposed to do having this disease. I'm just going to be honest. So, if you know anybody or if you are a proud person that has this issue, please take heed to whatever the doctor tells you to do. Because I am in the state that I'm in because I ignored all the signs and I did not take heed to what the doctors told me until later on in life. Okay? So I have started having issues with being able to see. If I drop something on the ground, I'm bumping into things, I'm running into things, I'm knocking things over. I am totally embarrassed. I remember times when I was younger and, we all were going out and I was hanging out with friends and going to the club and whatnot. I kept telling my friends, like, girl, you gotta help me, girl, because I can't see at night, honey. You gonna have to help me to the door, child. Trying to look cute out here. But I sure can't see. I can't see a thing. And some of my homegirls that may see this video or whatever, they can attest that I probably told them a billion times I can't see at night. In the daytime, I'm good. But at night, baby, I can't see a thing all week at all. And so when I tell y'all God has kept me, he has kept me because I ain't have no business doing nothing that I was doing when I could not see at night. So God kept me. He really kept me. I'm a firm believer in God. I believe in him totally, wholeheartedly with everything that I have in my being. I believe in God. And I know where he has brought me from. But so I'm going to preach a little later. I ain't going to preach now, but I'm going to preach a little later. But so, getting a little older, going on a little further in my life, in my mid-30s to my late 30s, I met my husband, me and my children. we all went to the eye doctor. I was like, listen, I'm from school, y'all. Y'all need to go with me because I need y'all to hear all of this. Like, all of y'all need to know what's going on because at this point, I'm having problems. Like, I'm literally having problems. Like, I literally could be in the house and still need help. I literally can be outside. It's broad daylight and still need help. And I did not know. Well, I knew at that time. By that time, I totally knew what was going on. I knew that I was losing my vision, but I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to hold on or hone into the fact that I was losing my vision. I did not. And so, with that being said, I did take them. I said, let me go and take them to the doctor with me so they can get an understanding of what's going on. And to be honest with you guys, my family was the same as me. All of us was in denial. Everybody was in denial. Like we all was like, child, ain't no way she can lose us. Like, no, this can't be. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's horrible, but we all was in denial. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you deal with this disease, it doesn't matter. Macular degeneration, retinitis pigmentosa, I mean, other diseases, if you are diabetic and you're having issues with your eyes and your vision is blurry, take it serious. If you've had an eye injury and it has posed a threat to your vision, get to I can't even express this enough because I was so ignorant and I did not listen to what was being said to me, and now I am suffering from that because I did not listen. And so I have people tell me all the time, like, how can you stay positive? Because I put myself in this position of not listening and not doing what I was supposed to do. I've had so many prior incidents with this situation of not listening, and I'm having to be told over and over and over again. But the vision thing was a lot harder to deal with and a lot harder to grasp that, you can't see and you're not going to be able to see, and this is going to happen. And I'm not claiming that, I'm totally gonna go blind. I'm not claiming any of that because I know my God is a healer. I'm telling y'all, He is a healer. In 2018, I went to the doctor because I could not see. I bent down. I was making breakfast. I was at the stove and I bent down because I dropped something. I was looking for something and everything went black. Completely black. I could not see anything. Actually, it was gray, but it was dark gray, but it just went out. And I was like, oh my God, like I can't see anything. And I was like, somebody gotta take me to the doctor. Like, I got right now, take me to the doctor. And I went to the doctor and my doctor said something shifted in your eyes. And then, this is what you probably are dealing with. Something shifted, and I'm not sure if it's going to shift back. I don't know if you will ever get your eyesight back. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but that's pretty much what you're dealing with, and this happens. And so me and my family was freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I was at that time, because I've dealt with this before. I was in a very dark place at that point. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I could make it better. I couldn't see anything. I was literally dependent on everybody at one time. My husband caught it all, like me going through it, me being depressed, me not being able to handle it. I couldn't see anything, so I was freaking out on a daily. So I've been to this place. So now I can be more positive and try to help and enlighten other people that if you have an eye disease, if you have an issue, any issue, please get seen about it. Go to the doctor. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be diabetes, it could be your heart disease, it could be anything. Go to get checked. I'm telling you, especially my community, the Black community, go get checked. Please go get checked, because it's not going to benefit you. It's going to harm you if you do not go get checked. I can't express this. I can't push this out hard enough. Anyway, so so I like I said, I have been through that. So I move out of Panama City. I'm originally from Panama City, Florida. So I move out of Panama City, Florida, and I moved to Orlando. And that's when I really started having issues with my vision really bad. It started to get worse where even I'm at this point now, I like this light that I'm having to have on to where you guys can see me really well, it really hurts really bad and my eyes hurt really bad. So I have something else called photophobia, and the light really hurts really bad, but it doesn't hurt as bad as out there. So I can't go outside without some really dark glasses on. These may seem dark, but they're not dark at all, people. And I don't want to take my glasses off because I don't want to scare you guys. Not saying I'm gonna scare you, but my eyes are not like freakishly a different color. That it's not that, and I'm not totally where I can't see at all, but I do have issues, and I definitely can't take these glasses off because of this light. That light. It feels like, I can't even express it. I can't even explain it, but it feels like 1,000 daggers stabbing me in my eyes if I look at light. So I can't look at light. But anyways, so I have photophobia. I'm anemic, and being anemic and having low blood also affects my vision because my blood cells that I would have to go into or around the eye area are low. So that affects my vision as well. And so I am trying to work on that as well. So I have a lot going on. And if you've been around me lately the last few years, if someone in a supermarket calls my name and they say, "Hey girl, how you doing? What's going on?" and I don't speak, or I don't wave at you, or I don't acknowledge you, it is not the fact that I'm being funny or I'm acting retarded or I don't like you or any of that. I didn't see you. And that's just being honest. I know a couple of people back home probably felt that way in Panama, or maybe someone seeing me and they waved at me and I didn't wave back. It is not because I did not want to say anything to you. It's because I literally did not see you at all. And I'm so sorry. It takes me, well, now, it literally takes me a long time if I shift my head going to different places, it takes my eyes a while to adjust. If I come from outside, even if I have shades on, it takes me 45 to an hour to get my eyesight back where I can at least try to focus on something. My vision is not completely gone. I can still see colors, I can still see my figures, I can still see stuff like that. Like the TV, if I sit close enough or if I sit for a while, I can still like focus kind of on the TV, but I can't look at it too long without it hurting my eyes. My eyes burn really bad. I can't move around the room or the house without grabbing something. I have to hold on to something constantly. And this is long. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I don't want people to think that, oh, she's not going to church anymore, because I was going to church. She's not going to church anymore. She's not attending. It's not because of that. It is, I do have some insecurities, you guys, about this situation. And I trust God. And I want to, please let me bring that to the forefront. Let me tell people that I trust God, because I know that when I lost my vision, when I could not see at all, God healed me completely, y'all. And he gave me a while longer after that with my vision. I'm telling y'all, like, I know he is a healer. Don't let nobody tell you that I don't trust God, because they are crazy if they believe that I don't trust God. I love him with everything that I have, but I'm embracing if I can help people deal with this situation and handle it better than I did, because I want you to be able to handle this quicker. If you have the issue, any issues with your eyes, if you have any situations with your eyes and you learn early on in your life, get whatever type of training, resources, whatever the case, get what you can. If they're offering you a cane and you have to have the cane, get the cane. If they're offering you a CNI dog and they tell you have to go to training for that dog for 4 months, go. If they're telling you they're going to help you to learn Braille and you need to learn Braille, go. If they're telling you any of the things that you need to have in order to get along mobility training within your home, go get this stuff before it's too late, because I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, and that was the issue that I'm having. So with that, all of that being said, this is what I go through on a daily basis, family and friends. And retinitis pigmentosa is not a sentence of I'm gonna never ever see again. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not something that you have to go in your room or in your house and sink to the lowest level. Like I said before, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I had went to a place when I lost all my eyesight. I went to a place that was dark. I know that I can handle it better now because I know how to go about seeking God. I'm on that floor down there in the living room every morning seeking God. I pray to him every day and thank him for the abilities that I have right now in the presence. They are having different researches. Another thing that I can say is I would recommend for you to have genetic testing if you have this issue, so they can specifically tell you exactly what type of disease that you have, or what strain, excuse me. And so I had my genetic testing probably a month ago, and I'm so sorry, you guys. Probably like a month ago, and I don't have my next appointment until October. So that's when I'll know what strain I have, if I am a candidate for stem cell research, clinicals or whatever, those type of trials, if I'm able to do those type of things. I am praying, continuously about a lot of things, but the way that I embrace it, the way I'm able to handle it is by God, by the grace of God, and by him giving me strength every day to be able to deal with it, and my family dealing with it, and my husband dealing with it, and my son, because my son has to help me with a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just, I hate that that he has to do all of these things, and I'm going to make sure that I'm able to get into somewhere so I can get some type of training, so when he goes to college, I'm okay. But yeah, so I want to close up with just saying that just because you have an eye problem, you have low vision, or even that you may be blind, doesn't mean that you're blind. You can listen. You can see things that other people can't. You can sense things that other people can't, right? And so I want to encourage you to find something that's positive in this situation. It is daunting. It is hard to deal with. It's hard to grasp. It's hard to hold on to. It is hard. But find something positive. I want to help other people. So I'm going to make another video too, talking about how I do things day to day and how I'm able to handle things day to day. And like I said, my left arm and my right arm is my son. My right eye and my left eye is my son. And so I deal with a lot of the things that I deal with because of him. And he helps me, and I'm determined to be able to push through this. And so I will be bringing you another video, but I wanted to bring this to you guys, and you guys be able to at least have some type of an idea. And like I said before, if I do not speak to you, it has nothing to do with me acting funny, or me not speaking to you or any of that. I just can't see. I'm sorry. I can't. So yeah. My vision now, like to date, is 2200. And so that means that when you see the eye chart or whatever, I can only see the big E, and that's with corrective lenses at this moment. Um, but without any corrective lenses, listen, it's over. It's over. So, anyways, I just wanted to encourage you guys and then just give you some insight of what I'm going through, and to tell you to continue to pray for me. And I'm going to continue to pray for you guys. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'm also going to put this on my Facebook page. So, anybody that's friends with me, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have anything good, bad, indifferent, I don't really care. I'm going to respond because I feel as though, because I'm bringing you into my world, I feel like I can respond to anything. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, but I also wanted to help. So I'm also going to make a video, probably not today or the day after, but a video about what you can eat that can help you with your sight as well. There's different things that you can eat, that you can consume, that you can drink, vitamins and things of that nature that you can do to help your sight as well. Everybody knows carrots, so carrots, eat carrots. Well, anyways, okay, so I'm done because this is a long video. I apologize. But I just wanted to say that, and I wanted to give you guys an insight of what was going on in my life. And probably a lot of people were wondering, like, she's never on Facebook, because y'all know I used to be a Facebook person. But I never let anybody into my world, and I figured it might be time to do that now, to let people know what's going on with me, and even my family members that I haven't seen in a very long time, and just to let them know, that just because you can't see doesn't mean that you can't see, because you have a sight that other people don't. And so with that being said, I love you guys. I really hope you guys have an amazing day, and I could see you and you can see me, so we can see together. All right, we're gonna push through this. Y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless you. Okay, all right, bye.